So I woke up one day and I just had an idea. I was watching something about the resonant equalizer and the multiplier, and I don't remember exactly why, but I thought, um, what? Of course, we sent audio to the equalizer and we just tweak the frequencies, but what if I sent an LFO or like an envelope from the slope generator instead of audio? What happens? Is it going to do something? And of course, if you feedback some of the frequencies, it's logical that it's gonna create some sounds. So if I'm going to take a sound directly out from the equalizer, I'm sending it the slope generator output from the right side here on the input number 2. I'll turn input number 1 out, and this is not what we get. We get nothing. Oh no, sorry. It's obviously synced to this, so when I'm sending the signal in here, it activates the feedback. So this is it is some kind of like a VCA that you're actually doing it. So now I'm curious, of course. I made a more complicated patch, so I'm sending another output of the equalizer into the filter, and the bandpass output from the filter back into the input 1. So this is what happens when I turn the volume of the input 1. And of course you can play with the frequencies, obviously, but then we get some kind of a loop that's very interesting. And I'm sending the output comp1 from the equalizer back into the filter, so I'm kind of feedbacking between these two. And the comp2 goes into the oscillator. It gets a little bit complex afterwards. But the second sound that I'm getting is out of the VCA from the multiplier side. Sorry, from the multipliers, the VCA side. Which is a softer sound, but it's quite similar, so they are actually complementing each other quite well. And if I make them a little bit more band left and right, so yeah, what happens with NTO is I'm sending another envelope output into the voltage per octave, and the sine wave, and we're hearing the variable outputs through the VCA, and the ADSR is creating the envelopes for the VCA. I'm gating it with the filter output, the high output, and the sine wave is also modulating everything. We see all. I'm pretty sure you can do something better with this, but that was my first idea. It was to do a similar thing, so send a control voltage and not audio, but control voltage into the voltage product. Of course, I'm sending a control voltage into the. I just wanted an oscillator that goes up and down like an LFO, but in the audio rates, because I wanted to have that idea is the same idea that goes into the resonant equalizer, so it kind of follows together, not synchronized, but and then kind of made it feedback a little bit with ADSR to create a more noisy sound. And I see here the filter is also taking part in that feedback patch a little bit through the high output that goes into the gate in of the ADSR. So yes, it sounds complicated, but it's really not complicated. The main idea is that you can send a control voltage into the equalizer and feedback some of the frequencies, and you will create very interesting sounds this way. And further, you have like 4 outputs from the equalizer that you can, 3 in 3 different ones from the equalizer that you can send somewhere else and bring them back as another input on the equalizer to create a richer sound. So that's it. This short video I wanted to show because I really like this idea, and I think I will expand on this idea on maybe another video in the future. We'll see if I can find the time. Let's hear a little bit more of that. I'll just tweak a few more things. The filter is very important, changes a lot the sounds that you get from this patch. Let's see. I think we hit the sweet spot here. We get some very interesting sounds and some variations. I love when a feedback patch or just a weird patch like this goes into silence for just a little bit. It's not easy to do. On the last part, you could hear also the oscillator. It was audible in some parts of the settings here on the frequency settings. Anyway, I thought it was an interesting idea that you can also try. And I hear a lot of sounds that I could use for some composition in the future. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.